shit. So, a little bit about myself. I'm kind of like the gay son my dad never really wanted. Calm down, improv, I'm straight. It's just that, like, I'm not really good at sports, I don't really go on dates, I don't really get laid, and I like balls in my mouth. But that's neither here nor there. But he totally would probably take, like, a gay lineman or a gay quarterback, like, over me, but not a tight end or receiver. Woo! Football puns. Yeah. But no, he totally thinks I'm gay. And I can tell, because every time we're having like a heart-to-heart, he feels the need to throw in that line, just in case you bring a girl over. And really let that line sink in for about 20 years, and you'll realize there's not a lot of confidence behind that. Like, you remember in school how you'd get that metal blanket just in case there was a fire? I was never in a fire. Like, I mean, that was supposed to be funny, thanks guys. But no, like, it's like just in case you spot a female on the veranda, and you somehow coerce it into following you home, and get it through like the 2 doors into that cesspool of shame and depression that is your room. Maybe, just maybe, you want to pick up the Playgirls and the inflatable James Franco. Get it? So it's winter, it's cold, which kind of bums me out. I'm more of a summer guy. I like it being warm enough that I can, you know, like sit naked in front of my computer, which is a pastime of mine. But I mean, it's really awkward because every once in a while somebody will like walk in on you, and you'll be like, oh, and then you're not allowed back in the Starbucks. I like Craigslist because it kind of allows me to live like Dungeons and Dragons, but you know, like real life style. Let me explain. There's one item you're really trying to get. You have to go hundreds of miles out of your way in order to get it. And by the time you get there, there's a very good chance you'll probably get stabbed before you even get to see the thing. Wizards, crackheads, they both live a lot longer than they probably should. But calm down, guys, as a public service announcement. But so I'm 20. I get to, which is nice. I get to, remember all the shitty high school phases, like the karate phase. Yeah. But like watch one Bruce Lee movie, buy a thing of athletic pants, decide, oh, I'm gonna kick ass for a living. Great career move. Go on Craigslist, find the first thing that says Kung Fu, sign up immediately, right? Right. Don't do that. Read the description, at least the first line, because I went to the place, I went to the guy's house, his house. That's the first strike. It's a residential neighborhood, not a good sign. It was in the guy's garage. Strike 2. Not good, not good. The guy then walks out. He's wearing jean shorts, rainbow flip-flops, and he's got the sleeves ripped off his stained white t-shirt. And my first reaction was, Sensei Sandusky, something is seriously wrong with this picture. And I know what you all are thinking. Joey, I don't know what you're talking about, this guy sounds legit. And you know what? You'd be somewhat right. I did learn some fun stuff from that weird man. Like for instance, does anybody here watch boxing? Nobody? It's alright, I'm gonna explain it anyways. But in boxing, there's an illegal move called a rabbit punch. It's like a punch to the back of the neck, does some shit with the brainstem, guy goes out cold. He decides to show us this particular move on his stooge, or whatever the hell you call the dudes that just kind of hang out in karate places, or garages even, it's even weirder. But he's like, okay, I'm only gonna do this once, so pay attention. Walks up right behind the guy and the guy goes out cold, and we're like, oh my god, that was amazing. And he's like, yeah, you might want to be careful with that. If you do it too hard, you could kill a guy. It was the first fucking day. And he showed us how to kill a guy. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do with this information. So I went home and tried it. Hold on. I'm not sure if it can kill a person, but it works pretty well on cats. So, that was funny. Yes, it was. So I saw an Asian gentleman the other day, and I thought he looked sort of like Bruce Lee. And before you start thinking I'm a racist, I had the correct reaction. I didn't think, oh, that guy looks like Bruce Lee, I'm so funny. It's, oh shit, that guy sort of looks like Bruce Lee, that guy could be Bruce Lee, and I'm in the same room as him. I'll explain for you guys. If you've ever seen a Bruce Lee movie, if you're in the same room as Bruce Lee when he starts kicking ass, you are obligated to start fighting against Bruce Lee. And you're not allowed to win. Hold on one second. Alrighty. Yeah, I should not be looking at my notes. That's some advice I got from my father. Great man who believes I'm gay. But no, my dad's a good guy, and he gives me like the comedy advice if I come home like early from a set. Like stand up straighter and stuff, like talk a little clearer, maybe stop making fun of your karate teacher, he could kick your ass. And every time he does this, I kind of have like the same reaction because I'm just like an emotional person. I'm just like, oh, that's just another thing you're better than me at. Huh, Dad? Huh, Dad? Dad! Whoa. Apologies, Brea. Got a little out of hand there. But hey, you got a weird little story out of that, huh? Like, hey, I went to the Brea Improv, saw a homeless Jonas brother just screaming about his dad on the stage. It was kind of good, I might go again. I was worried about that. I just got a haircut. I'm like, not as Jonasy, man, but I mean, maybe you could do some Jew jokes. You got quite the honker there. But yeah, so I think, and my folks are gonna love this part, but I think I jerk off too much. Yeah, hey, this joke better be good, by the way, because I'm telling these secrets to my parents. Like, this stuff is gonna come up around Christmas. But I know I jerk off too much. And for example, today I just did it because I was cold. It's not even enjoyment anymore. This is like survivability now. I'm like a KGB guy in the snow. But I mean, like, who here's seen American Pie? Yeah? No? All right, yeah, that classic. All right, for those of you that have not, there's a scene in that movie where this foreign chick, Nita, is like jerking off, topless on bed. It's awesome, I recommend it. But I've watched that part of the movie, like, independently from the rest of the movie so many times that every time I try to, I've watched it so many times that the laser in the DVD player burned a ring in the DVD itself. And so now anytime I try to watch the movie for cinematic quality, it skips over my favorite part. So I've got a question for you, Improv. Have any of you jerked off so much that the things you're jerking off to say, you know what, man, that's probably enough? Thank you very much, bro.